furnace filled with fire. This is a story, of course, that has been told to children down through the years. But it is such a significant story, especially to those who lived in captivity at this time. Let's just look at several things here. First of all, the fact that Nebuchadnezzar made a statue of gold. Most people feel like that was inspired when he saw the statue with him being the head of gold. So he made an entire statue of gold to honor himself, I'm sure. But what was his motivation here? What was he trying to accomplish? Was he just trying to violate other people's religion? No, I don't think so. He was trying to unite his kingdom through worship. They were united in many other ways, but if he could just get them all on the same page as far as who they worship, then that would be key. So I think that's what he was trying to do. We often see flannel graph pictures of the furnace filled with fire, the fiery furnace. Actually, it's not a mystery of what it looks like. You can go on the internet. Matter of fact, that's your homework. Go on the internet, look this up, and you'll actually see pictures. Archaeologists have found these furnaces. They were used for melting ore or firing bricks. And so I think you'll find that interesting to actually see what this furnace looked like. The thing I want to point out is the contrast here. Judah was taken into captivity because they kept going into idolatry. The people just kept doing it. Notice the contrast here. These men in captivity, that is completely purged out of their system. They would rather die an agonizing death than to worship idols. I think the contrast is very good. And it also fulfills what Jeremiah said. He says, I will be with you. You can call on me, and I will answer you. This story fulfills what Jeremiah said God would do. The fourth man in the fire. A lot of speculations. The Nebuchadnezzar said he looks like a god. Later on, he said that God sent his angel. Well, who was this fourth man in the fire? Most people hold that this was a pre-incarnate Christ, that this is a Old Testament appearance of Christ. Well, one last thing is people often ask, where's Daniel? Why wasn't he included? I mean, was he falling down and worshiping the idol? No, he wasn't. Matter of fact, none of these men were actually there. They were drawn in because they knew that they wouldn't. Why wasn't Daniel drawn in? That is the question. It's not where is Daniel. The question is, why wasn't he included? I think they knew. They knew that Nebuchadnezzar would not take action against Daniel. Now, these other men, yes. But if Daniel was in the group, he had already gained a respect for this man and would not want to see him killed. This is simply a case of carefully selecting who you accuse. I trust you enjoy these times when we kind of look at the story a little bit. Come back next week when we continue on with more story insights on the story of the week. We'll see you next week.